somebody said something about Nnamdi Azikiwe. Yes, we are not here to cover anybody. Okay, Nnamdi Azikiwe had his flaws, and we'll blame him for that. Yes, we'll blame him. We'll apportion blame on him for that. We are not here to condone anybody or try to present anybody as a saint because he's dead or whatever. If other people will, I will not. I will drag you out. I will tell you yourself. Those who knows me personally knows I talk to people to their faces. That is how I am built. That is how I am made. That is who makes me. If I don't talk to you to your face, I don't feel happy. Now, Nnamdi Azikiwe, who was one of the fathers of Pan-Africanism, who was the forerunner of Nigeria's independence, who was the major player and major actor of Nigeria's independence. Now, yes, some say, what of Nnamdi Azikiwe? He was the first president of... Yes, Nnamdi Azikiwe was the first president of Nigeria. Listen very well. He was the first president of Nigeria. But that was what it is he was a ceremonial president. He was a ceremonial president. He didn't have powers to make laws, to implement laws, to do this, to do that, to bring forth policies and all that. No. His position was just ceremonial. What it means is that if there are dignitaries that are visiting Nigeria from outside, he will be the one to go and welcome them. Let's say the Queen of England is coming to Nigeria. He will be the one to welcome the Queen of England. Now, if there is an honor to be given to somebody, Nnamdi Azikiwe will be the one to bestow the honor on the person. That was his duty. Ceremonial. Just anything that has to do with ceremony, that was his work. So he had no powers. So they just made him a ceremonial puppet. That was just all. So forget about that title, president. No, it doesn't make any, it's just ceremonial. There was no work he was doing. There was no policy he was implementing or bringing forth. And so his office lacked power. Now, the person who was in charge was the Prime Minister of Nigeria. The Prime Minister was the one who was in charge, who actually came second in the election. He was the one who was in charge. He was the one who was ruling. Now, I've made that one clear. Now, Azikiwe, why do we blame Nnamdi Azikiwe? We blame him because he was a man who believed in the unity of Nigeria. He believed so much in the unity of Nigeria. He believed so much in the oneness of Nigeria. He's part of the problem the Igbos are facing today. Because if he had the foresight that Ojukwu had, if Zik had the foresight that Ojukwu had, the Igbos wouldn't have been in this mess they are today. So he contributed to the problem. Because he believed, oh, togetherness, oneness, this, I have fought for it and all that. Togetherness, oneness, unity, all this one. That was a problem, and that was the failure of Zik. By the time he later came out to call for the disintegration of Nigeria, yes, he did. I'll bring the account. But by the time he did that, it was late. It was late. So that is why we blame him. That is why we blame him. So it is clear. Zik had no function. He has no power. He was just a ceremonial president. So thank you very much. If you have any question on this, you can drop it down in the comment section. Okay. So that is